but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Another one for Cook. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
Dude, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it. They'll go. Allen. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points. As that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
First down, here's Lamar. Bails out of the pocket quick. On the run, deep down the left side. And they don't connect looking deep there, but this play's not quite over yet, so there's a flag on the field. So the left first down stance, since it worked out well for him. The penalty declined, that brings up 2nd and 10. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. And he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Jackson now on 3rd. Headed out right. Moving right. Airs it out down the sideline. Big gain downfield. The 30. The 10. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however. He can get him on a handoff, pin off the pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball. He gets the touch. He can do his damage.
Oh, but it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-0.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Johnson now on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. Put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest. This contest, and I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip the cap. They played that ball better than he could.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That's completed right side. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down throw for Allen. Bails out of the pocket quick. Rolling and takes a deep shot down the middle. His heave isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our first quarter. Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10. Allen gonna throw again. Buying some time right. Throw secured by Brandon Cooks. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Cook can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on 2nd and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
And the defender comes away with it. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens are stopped a little beyond the 10-yard line on the return. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. He's got it deep downfield. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Okay, wow. That penalty was set to negate the big play, but for some reason, still searching for that reason, Brock, they choose to decline it.
I wouldn't have believed it, but there it is. The offense had just finished. They were marching back to the line, and now, well, they're walking right back down to where that big play just ended. Unbelievable.
Vacates quickly left side. Andrews has it, working downfield. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Working inside the red zone. Rolling out to his left. Rolling for Andrews, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills take over deep in their own territory, down inside the 10. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Play action now. Allen. They get it right. Back. That's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens will get the football right at that 25-yard line following the interception.
Intercepted.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Buys time, rolling right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. And that one's going to be incomplete. A deep look, unsuccessful. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff headed right to Henry. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. Running once more with Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Still well short after the 3-yard run. It's going to be 4th down and 6.
It's 4th down.
Tyler Loop after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. It's a 38-yard look here. Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good. Wide left. And they are unable to make this a 2-score game.
Even the best kickers on earth, they'll miss one every once in a while, and it stinks. I guarantee you he wants that one back. All he can do now is push forward. Short.
And they pick him off again. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. We have seen this happen before, partner. 3 interceptions in a row. We're going to spare the quarterbacks who've done it. Not going to mention any names, but, man, not a list that he wanted to join.
Yeah, he probably stopped throwing the ball. Like, stop throwing the ball. I said that out loud?
That was out loud, yeah. The Ravens taking over now on offense. Minimal time remaining in the half. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. First down from the 42. They give right side to Henry. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson finding some time left. Taking a chance to the end zone. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Flush shot out to his left. The left side caught by Andrews. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. In the interest of time, we'll bypass the halftime break and resume play with the 3rd quarter.
Tyler Bass to kick off for
Bass now to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Raven offense headed out for this first series of the second half. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Escapes out to the left. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
You know, as you can see here, things broke down a little bit. He tried to find a connection, but he just could not get on the same page. I'll tell you what I do like about that throw, though. He didn't risk an interception, and he put it out of bounds instead.
He rolls to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. That's complete inside the 35. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster doing that, brother. And with 2 scores now, it's about a 2-score game. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Lamar and the Ravens all set for this 2-point try.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They send him straight up the middle. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
Every once in a while, we don't have to confuse this game. Simply beat the man in front of you. It's fine.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here's Ray Davis. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Close, you can shake off a turnover with ease. But back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
A gain of 29 yards. And the Bills first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air. Allen. This is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away and brings up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. To throw again, it's Allen. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Roquan Smith with the pick.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. First and 10, here's Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the left side. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. They run it with King Henry. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Jack Thompson finishing that play off. Third down, they need 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They'll air it out on third. On the move, headed right. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
Almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Bills set to take over offensively. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. First and 10 from the 32. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And they get to him way behind the line on this one. It's down.
It's 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. This is a heater going deep. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens have it once again after yet another interception.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Headed out right. That run. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up first and goal.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Henry has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that first down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
He gets it again. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Ravens take a 20-zip lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the second time around.
for Baltimore.
So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. And no return here, and this is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And the last two drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
He hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Allen now on first down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's second down coming up. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Bails out of the pocket quick. Rolling and takes a deep shot down the middle. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. That's going to leave him with a tough third and long. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here's a give to Cook. On third down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on fourth. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Oh, and they fake it. And no success on the fake punch. That's way too tough to connect on the throw. That's a turnover on downs.
In these situations, Kate, you got to be a great actor. That time, the punt unit defensively was not buying anything they were selling. That's a big stop on the fake punt.
On first down, Jackson buying some time right. Sends this to the end zone. And it is incomplete. Went big on the final play of our third quarter. And nothing comes from it as we hit the break. So we hit the end of the third quarter. The Ravens have the football and, more importantly, partner, a solid lead. Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10.
Go ahead.
It's Henry on the carry. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
From the red zone now. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. He's looking for Mark Andrews. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And this is scooped up by the Bills. The 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And Buffalo will take this one back for the touchdown. The Bills get it back to within 2 possessions. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. No one else you'd rather have scooping up that loose football. Somebody who could do some damage with it on a return.
Yeah, some poor fortune right there offensively. There was nobody there to, number one, make the recovery, or number two, make a solid tackle on that speedster. Once he got the return going, that fumble was headed all the way home.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in, so leave that score as is.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So after the missed extra point, he is still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens trotting out their offense. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Pressure coming. It's Jackson. Chased out to his right. Moving right. Airs it out down the sideline. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Christian Benford has it. And the Bills have some new life in the fourth. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Cook. And he'll make his way through for a pickup of 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Allen sends up play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Allen on 3rd down. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first. It's crunch time now, baby. 2-score game, just 2 timeouts, plus, of course, that 2-minute warning. Now Allen off the play action. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Throwing here, Allen. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Well, if nothing else, that proves they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to connect.
This is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Throw here, 3rd down. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens nearing a win here with a 14-point lead. All right, working from the gun to start. It's 1st and 10. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And he makes the... Wait, no, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. So 2nd down coming up. They're going to pass it here. He rolls to his right. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Defense, relentless on that play. As some of them closed in on that pocket, the others took away the easy throwing lanes, and they really influenced that incomplete pass.
Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Hey, Alpha, slide.
Jackson now on 3rd. Flushed out of the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
The Bills offense all set for their next drive. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. 1st down throw for Allen. Escapes the pocket. Trying to push deep downfield. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Inside 90 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Allen on the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Enough to Cook here out of his own read. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Only 1 timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break it across midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Only 1 timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, 1st run for Ray Davis. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's 2 looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets snapped, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing, bro? All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. And the crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ball game.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, to quiet the crowd. But you know what's even better? When you get to celebrate with your family, friends, your hometown people, your community, and you know, more importantly, they played a role as that extra voice in that.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke all the nuts. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can of this dry. Riding this special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies, Mercedes, here go to surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Bet while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad bet, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like Pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put her gas in that sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke all the nuts. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Cash, money, cash, money, money, I took the Billy cool back and I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver.